Hey guys, Prowl1701 here, and today I want to talk about why I like Jo Martin and why I think she would make a good 14th Doctor. Jo Martin is neat because she's already proven she can be a good Doctor. In the episodes we've seen her in, I've really enjoyed her Doctor, more so than I've enjoyed Jodie's Doctor. She's got a good backstory, and for her short amount of time on screen, I think she's been fleshed out fairly well. Now she's more of a serious doctor than Jodie. She's more like Capaldi's doctor, which normally I don't care for the kind of more stern doctors, but I think she pulls it off really well. I like her outfit; it's very doctory, and I've just been impressed with her character and take on the character so far. There's a couple different ways they could go with this. One is that she could, Jodie could regenerate into the 14th Doctor as Jo Martin, and this could be a separate incarnation from the Fugitive Doctor, because it's already been established in Day of the Doctor that the Doctor can regenerate into old faces, because the Curator is heavily implied to be a future incarnation of the Doctor that's just regenerated into his fourth Doctor appearance again because he liked that, just the old favorites. So there is a precedent set for a Doctor regenerating into a familiar face, so she could regenerate into, regenerate into the Jo Martin Doctor. And that would be cool, but if they did that, I'd like for her to get a new outfit, just so we could have an outfit to differentiate her between her fugitive incarnation and her 14th Doctor incarnation. And I'd also like maybe her to go back to her classic TARDIS look, kind of like the TARDIS she has as the Fugitive Doctor. That would be really, really neat because I love that TARDIS a lot more than Jodie's. And this would work for a lot of things. I mean, you tick all your little diversity boxes to keep, I don't really know a better way to say, just the snowflakes happy. They'd be all ecstatic. And to be honest, though, you would also be bringing in an actor that we know can play a good Doctor. She's proven in her appearance on screen that she can play a very good and capable Doctor. And so you would please some of the hardcore fans too, because there are some of us hardcore fans who like the Fugitive Doctor. And so you'd be pleasing some of the established fan base while also pleasing the snowflake fan base that really don't watch the show but pretend to watch the show. So you'd be pleasing some of them too. So everybody would be, or at least a lot of people would be happy. Not just that. I like that the Fugitive Doctor had an established backstory, and she could still kind of be haunted by that. And with her having the Jo Martin face, it would be easy for us to see her maybe going back and exploring that a little more. Now, there's another take we can do on this, and that's that the Jo Martin Doctor has actually been the 14th Doctor all along. Just she hasn't been telling the truth about it. Perhaps when she told Jodie that you're in my future, I don't remember you, she could have been lying because perhaps, much like the 7th Doctor, she's manipulating things to where they need to be. So she could have actually been a future incarnation of the Doctor all this time. It doesn't quite work because how come the Gallifrey people are looking for her? She wouldn't know about Gallifrey existing. So that theory doesn't quite work. I mean, you could retcon it to make it work, and I would be fine with that. I mean, for all we know, she set up the whole Timeless Child thing herself. Maybe she manipulated the Matrix into making it look like the Doctor was actually the Timeless Child when actually there wasn't a Timeless Child, or the Master was the Timeless Child. But if you wanted to go the retcon route to retcon the whole Doctor being the Timeless Child thing, you could have had the 14th Doctor manipulating events to line these pieces up on the chessboard the way she needs them to be. And that would work really well if, indeed, the Fugitive Doctor was the 14th Doctor. I would actually be cool with that, because we know from the 7th Doctor that the Doctor can manipulate even the people closest to him sometimes. A lot of times he's doing it kind of for their own good. And again, the 14th Doctor could be doing this because she needs the 13th Doctor to, being the future and knowing what happened in the past, she needs the 13th Doctor going through these hoops for the end results to play out like they need to. So that would work with me too, with her either being, just regenerating into a familiar face, or with her her just actually being the 14th Doctor all along. Because I'm perfectly fine with a female Doctor. I'm perfectly fine with a black person playing the Doctor. Again, my only concern, as I mentioned in my video before, was that a good actor is cast to play the character. And Jo Martin, to me, has proven she can play the Doctor and play her well. My only complaint about her Doctor is that we just haven't seen her enough. That's literally the only thing I have against it, is I haven't seen her enough to establish a long-term opinion. So I'd love to see her some more in season 13, to have her come back, and I could see that happening. That would be great. And then for her to take over the role of the Doctor, I'm not saying that's necessarily what I'm sitting here cheering to happen, but I'm perfectly fine with it happening. I think Jo Martin would make a good Doctor. The only thing I ask is that if she is indeed, if the fugitive Doctor is not the 14th Doctor, but the 14th Doctor played by Jo Martin is just regenerated into that face, I'd like for her to have a different outfit to differentiate between the two. You could even have the fugitive Doctor run into the 14th Doctor sometime. That would be interesting, with them having the same face but wearing different outfits. That'd be a fun little multi-Doctor story. But yeah, I'm very pleased with Jo Martin as an actress, as I've seen her play this character. And I think that if she is cast as the 14th Doctor, I think she would be able to carry the role off. She brings a nice gravitas to it from what I've seen. And I think she plays the serious Doctor really well, much like Hartnell and Capaldi did for their respective Doctors, and even Colin for his respective Doctor to a degree, especially more so in the audios for him. So I think she would be really good at that. So what do you think? Do you like Jo Martin as the 14th Doctor? Do you think she would pull it off well? What kind of theories would you have for her Doctor? Is she the 14th Doctor, the fugitive Doctor all along? Is she regenerated into that face? Or do you not like that idea? Do you like the fugitive Doctor kind of just being their own thing that pops up from time to time, or maybe get a nice mini-series with her? Wouldn't that be great? So comment down below. Tell me what you think about the 14th Doctor, what you think about Jo Martin possibly taking over the role, and most importantly, stay safe out there. Click the like button, click the bell for notifications, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and stay safe out there, and thank you for watching.